What if I told you your gut could be getting weaker every single day? And the worst part is, it doesn't start with a loud warning. It starts quietly. A little bloating after breakfast, a heavy feeling after lunch, that strange tiredness you can't explain, the cravings at night, the sluggish bathroom trips, the mood swings, the skin that suddenly looks dull, the energy that never fully comes back. And here's the part that should worry you. For a lot of people over 45, it's not age doing all the damage. It's three everyday foods, foods that seem normal, foods sitting in kitchens, restaurants, gas stations, office break rooms, and maybe even in your home right now. And one of them is often sold as healthy. So if your stomach feels off, if your body feels inflamed, slow, or unpredictable, if you've been told, yeah, well, that's just part of getting older, keep listening. Because by the end of this, you may look at your next meal completely differently. And the third food, that one surprises almost everyone. Now let's make this simple. Your gut is not just where food goes, it's where your body decides what to absorb, what to reject, how smoothly digestion works, how steady your energy feels, and even how comfortable you feel in your own skin. When your gut is happy, life feels lighter. You wake up clearer. You eat without regret. You go through your day without that constant puffiness, heaviness, or discomfort dragging behind you. But when your gut starts struggling, everything feels harder. And this is the part no one talks about. A failing gut doesn't always look dramatic. It often looks ordinary. You wake up tired even after sleeping. When you need coffee just to feel normal, you eat a quick breakfast and feel swollen before noon. You feel hungry again right after eating. Your stomach makes noise at the wrong times. Your clothes fit tighter by evening. You feel foggy, irritable, and somehow older than you did a year ago. Sound familiar? That's why so many people miss it. Because the signs don't feel like an emergency. They feel like life. They feel like stress. They feel like getting older. But sometimes your body's trying to tell you something much deeper. And the hidden cause is not always how much you eat. It's what certain foods are doing once they get inside you. Some foods don't just sit in your stomach. They disturb the balance in your gut. They feed the wrong kind of bacteria. They irritate the lining of your digestive system. They make digestion feel slow, messy, and unpredictable. And over time, that can leave you feeling like your body is working against you. But here's where it gets scary. A lot of the worst offenders are foods people eat every week without thinking twice. Let's start with the first one. Sugary processed breakfast foods, not just donuts and pastries. I'm also talking about sweet cereals, flavored yogurts loaded with sugar, breakfast bars, packaged muffins, and those quick morning foods that promise energy but deliver chaos. This is how it usually happens. You wake up tired. You want something easy. Maybe it's a bowl of cereal, a muffin, or a yogurt cup that looks healthy because it has fruit on the label. It tastes good, it feels light, and for a moment it seems harmless. But then an hour later you feel hungry again. Your stomach feels strange. Your energy dips. Your cravings kick in. And you start the day already behind. What most people don't realize is, when a food is heavily processed and full of added sugar, it doesn't nourish your gut the way real food does. It rushes in fast, it spikes, it crashes, and it can feed the kind of gut imbalance that leaves you bloated, tired, and always chasing your next snack. That morning routine might be training your body to stay inflamed and unstable all day long. And if you've been doing it for years, your gut may already be paying the price. Now here's the twist. People often blame lunch or dinner for their stomach issues. But for many, the damage starts before 9 a.m. That innocent breakfast is setting the tone for everything that follows. So what's the better move? Keep breakfast boring? No, keep it simple and real. Think eggs, plain oatmeal with berries, Greek yogurt without all the sugary extras, a piece of fruit with nuts. Something your body recognizes. Something that doesn't hit your gut like a sugar storm. Now let's talk about food number 2, fried fast foods and heavily greasy meals. This one is obvious on the surface, but the real damage is deeper than most people think, because it's not just about calories. It's about what that heavy, oily meal does to your digestion afterward. You know the feeling. You eat fried chicken, fries, a greasy burger, or something that looked amazing in the moment. For 10 minutes, it feels satisfying. Then comes the weight, the pressure, the sluggishness, that thick, uncomfortable feeling sitting in your stomach like a rock. Oh, and this is the part no one talks about. When your gut is already sensitive, greasy foods can make everything feel slower. Digestion drags, bloating gets worse, bathroom habits become unpredictable, and instead of fuel, you feel like you swallowed a problem. Now, does one fried meal ruin your life? Of course not. But repeated again and again, week after week, it can wear your system down, especially if your body's no longer bouncing back the way it did at 25. That's why so many people say, I used to eat this all the time and feel fine. Exactly, used to. Your body changes, your gut changes, and foods that once felt normal can start hitting you harder than ever. But here's where it gets even more serious. Many greasy meals also come with processed ingredients, low fiber, oily, and very little that actually helps your gut recover. So you're not just eating something heavy, you're eating something that pushes your gut in the wrong direction while giving it almost nothing in return. A better fix? You don't need perfection. Just reduce the frequency. Choose grilled more often than fried. Cook with lighter oils at home. Add fiber when you can. If you do have a heavier meal, balance it with water, vegetables, and a lighter next meal instead of doubling down. Simple changes, big difference. Now for the third food, and this one catches a lot of people off guard. Artificially sweetened diet foods and drinks. Yes, the very things many people turn to when they're trying to be healthier. Diet sodas, sugar-free snacks, low-calorie sweets. Zero sugar treats that sound like a smart choice. And look, and not every product affects every person the same way. But this is where it gets complicated. Some people notice more bloating, more stomach discomfort, and more cravings when these products become a daily habit. Why? Because your gut doesn't just react to sweetness on your tongue, it reacts to what keeps showing up inside your body. And what most people don't realize is, sometimes these healthier swaps keep the craving cycle alive. Your taste buds keep expecting intense sweetness. Your appetite stays confused. Your stomach feels unsettled. And your gut never really gets the break it needs. That's why someone can say, I cut sugar, so why do I still feel bloated and off? Because the label changed. But the stress on the system didn't fully go away. And this is the part no one sees coming. Some diet foods also create a false sense of safety. People think it's sugar-free, so I can have more. More drinks, more bars, more snacks, more gum, more healthy desserts. And suddenly your gut is dealing with a constant stream of processed sweetness all day long. If that sounds like your routine, don't panic. Just pay attention. Your body may be telling you more than the marketing ever will. So what can you do instead? Start retraining your taste. That matters more than people think. Choose less sweetness overall. Try sparkling water with lemon instead of always reaching for diet soda. Eat real fruit when you want something sweet. Let your body remember what normal tastes like again. Because once your taste buds calm down, your cravings often do too. Now here's the bigger truth tying all of this together. These three foods are not dangerous because they exist. They're dangerous because they become normal. That's the real trap. Not the birthday cake, not the occasional fries, not one soda at a party. It's the daily pattern, the autopilot, the quiet repeat cycle your gut has to deal with again and again. Breakfast from a box, lunch from a drive-thru, a diet drink in the afternoon, a sugary snack at night. Then you wonder why your body feels older, heavier, noisier, and more sensitive. But here's the good news. Your gut can respond faster than you think when you stop giving it the same daily stress. You do not need a perfect cleanse. You do not need expensive powders. You do not need a complicated 27-step routine. You need relief. Now, relief starts with simple habits. First, slow down your mornings. If you rush your first meal, your whole day can spiral. Choose one breakfast built from real food. Do that consistently for 1 week and notice how you feel. Second, add before you subtract. This is powerful. Before obsessing over what to remove, ask what you can give your gut more of. More water, more fiber, more fruit, more vegetables, more beans, more plain, simple meals. Your gut needs support, not just restriction. Third, stop eating on pure autopilot. Pause and ask one question before you eat. How do I usually feel after this? Not while you're craving it, after it. That question alone can change everything. Because deep down, most people already know which foods leave them feeling awful. They've just gotten used to ignoring it. Fourth, create a reset meal. One easy meal you can return to when your stomach feels off. Maybe it's oatmeal and berries. Maybe it's grilled chicken with rice and vegetables. Maybe it's yogurt, fruit, and nuts. The point is to have one safe, simple option that helps your body settle down. And here's where it gets hopeful. Your gut often responds to consistency more than intensity. You do not have to be extreme. You just have to stop confusing your body every day. Fifth, pay attention to your evening habits. A lot of gut discomfort gets worse at night because people spend all day eating convenient foods, then lie down with a heavy stomach. Try lighter dinners a few nights a week. Give your body time to digest before bed. You may be shocked how much better your mornings feel. And finally, listen to what your body has been whispering. Sahon, that bloating is not random. That heaviness is not just bad luck. That sluggish, irritated, uncomfortable feeling is not something you have to accept as your new normal. Your body is not betraying you, it's communicating. But here's the warning. If you keep ignoring those signals, your gut doesn't usually stay quiet forever. The discomfort gets more frequent. Your energy drops lower. Your patience gets shorter. Your confidence changes. And little by little, food stops feeling like support and starts feeling like a gamble. No one wants to live like that, especially not when some of the biggest triggers are sitting in plain sight. So remember the three foods: sugary processed breakfast foods, greasy fried fast foods, artificially sweetened diet products when they become a daily habit. Not because you need to fear food, but because you deserve to know what may be draining you. You deserve meals that leave you feeling calm, clear, and comfortable. You deserve mornings that don't begin with pressure and puffiness. You deserve to feel strong in your own body again. And this is the part I want to leave you with. A healthier gut is not built in one perfect day. It's built in quiet choices: the breakfast you stop buying, the drink you stop depending on, the meal you choose differently, the moment you finally say, I'm done normalizing feeling bad. That decision matters more than you think, because when your gut starts healing, life feels different, lighter, cleaner, more stable, more you. So don't wait for your body to scream. Listen while it's still whispering. And if you care about your health, you subscribe and stay with me for the next video. Because the small things you change today may be the reason you feel better tomorrow.